Welcome to NextGen Web channel. In this video, we are going to look at React query. Before looking to React query, we need to know what are the problems in React way of fetching the data. So basically, we are using useState and useEffect hooks for data requests in React, and it uses three different states to store the data and determine whether application is fetching the data or it has an error response. So this pattern is repeated over and over again. To avoid this, React query provide one solution. It's basically a data fetching library which help you to fetch, synchronize and update your remote data in React application. It also reduce the amount of code you written by providing you simply the hooks, use query and use mutation like that. So behind the scenes, React query handle the server state management for you. So that's pretty much. So yes, we can dive into VS Code. First, we need to import query client and then query client provider from the React query library. Then we need to add query client is equal to new query client. It's a standard way of setting the React query, and then we need to wrap our application with query client provider. So just move this app to here. Then add a client. So yeah, then go to app.js. Yeah, check in localhost whether our application is running or not. Yeah, our application is running. We have successfully completed the React query setup. So then we need to import React query dev tools. So React query dev tools. React query dev tools is come along with React query. In older version, we need to install separately. So after the latest version, it comes with that. Then we need to add React query tools here, and then we can set to false initial is open so that it can closed initially. So just check in localhost. Yeah, here dev tools will be there, but currently no query will be there because we are not fetching any data here. So yeah, let's add in our code. And here we are going to use regress API. So it's basically a fake data API. So we are going to work with this fake data API to demonstrate React query. So yeah, const fetch data. We are going to write fetch data function. Return response.json. Sorry, moved away to in the border. Yeah. Then we need to import React query. Use query from React query. data is loading. Use query. First argument is the key, so users we can write any key and then fetch data function. Then if is loading is there, we need to return some text. Loading. Yeah. Then in case any error, return some text. Something went wrong. Yeah. Then we can use the data. Dynamically rendering things, data length. So if length is there only, we need to display these things. So here you can see data inside the data, so that we can call data here, and then we are using map method to loop through these items. User dot first name to display the first name, and then paragraph user dot email. Then we are going to add image here. Yeah, we are completed the mapping, so we can just check in localhost. Yeah, here you can see the name and email is displayed, but image is not displayed because that name is avatar A. I misspelled it. Yeah, we can change that to avatar. Yeah, now we can check. Yeah, you can see here it's already then we can add on success thing inside React query. So basically fetching the data is success, it's going to compile. So we can just add a console data fetch success here, and then we can add for on error too, in case any error in query the things. So just console.log of fetching error. No, we can write data error. Yeah, just check in browser. I close this DevTools, open console. Yeah, refresh the browser. You can see in console data fetch success. Okay. It also had a few other added things is there. So for example, enabled, we can set as initially false. So what it happens is, before that we can just check the condition like return data not fetched. Okay, you can see here we can set enable to false, so that React query not fetching the data. Just refresh my browser here. Yeah, you can see data not fetched. Now I've changed it to true. Yeah, it will enable the fetching. So there are other things too. Refetch on window focus, so I can initially set to true. So what is this? If you I clear the network tab. So what it can do is, if I go to another tab and come to this tab, it automatically refetch the data. So I go to other page and come back. You can see here user is fetching again, then again come back, user is fetching again. Every time I can switch my tabs, it will refetch the data again. So now I changed this to false. You can see it can't refetch again. So these are the things React Query added for us. That's pretty much we are covered in this video. I recommend React Query. React Query is a great hook library for managing the data requests that completely remove that remote data inside the global state. There will be another hook is there, use mutation. It's helpful for posting the data to the server. So we will see in upcoming videos, and also we are going to see GraphQL things, TypeScript in upcoming videos. Like the video if you find this video is useful, and please subscribe this channel if you want more web development videos. Thank you guys, we will see you in next video.